what they should be with what they're saying and how the voice acting was.
And it's also like it tried to. The other
Keep my
issue I would have liked to
promises.
seen something is not only smaller, but just like trying to not
Leave
be
it.
exactly what Mass
It's
Effect
bad.
was. Like introducing your cast of characters and your crew. Like as much as it's like, oh yeah,
Still
of course
racking
that's
it
what
up,
Mass Effect
stacking
is
it
all
up.
about. But if this is like a 2 Andromeda kind of thing, I kind of want it to start out more lonely. You know, kind of that's to me that would be the whole story of it. And then you know, I know that's kind of what it was of like assembling people and pulling people together, but just like go more lonely. Have people miss the crew. Have people miss anyone being around and just like start from there where everything's hostile and everything like it's not the same
baby,
kind of
what you doing?
vibe to it, and then people can't draw as many conclusions to it and miss the same things that were trying to
Need
be
help?
replicated from the original trilogy.
I think they could have done things a little
Cleaning
bit
up your
differently with it, but
blocks.
overall, I think if they had just worked on it for another year and then released it.
Good job.
It's like Diablo 4.
Good
Diablo
job.
4. We did an
Where's the
episode
rest of
about there being like no
Get the
pets
rest
and
of
other stuff. And I think like the day before that episode came
Get
out,
your other
Diablo was
blocks.
like,
You got a
hey,
lot of
look,
them.
there's pets
The whole
now.
bag's
And so
supposed
I
to be
looked like a
filled.
fucking idiot. Point being is
You
Diablo
got
4
9
right now is
different
actually
colors.
the best shape it's ever been in. It's really
The
fun
whole
right
bag.
now, but it's literally
All
the end of their
Clear your
1 year
blocks.
anniversary of release. It took
Go
them a
get them.
year for their game to feel like how it should have felt on release.
Go get
It's
your
like, I don't know
blocks.
why. It must be
So you
publishers
can
or
put them
something.
in
I
there.
don't know. Games just released aren't great, and by the time they get great, everyone's given up on it. It's like, dude, but it's so good now. You should try
It's
it.
red or pink.
I don't understand. There was something with the Diablo 4 team where they were like, man, people like all this stuff from Diablo 3. We're better than them. We won't use that shit. Woo! And now they're like, oh man, we should probably introduce some of that stuff they liked from Diablo 3. And they're like slowly, they're introducing it as if it's new content. It's like, bitch, I had my goal 10 years ago. What do you mean this is new content? I'm glad they're doing it, but like, why did it take so long? Bob, what you got?
This is a complicated one, and this is sort of a half-baked idea, but since you asked this question, I've been trying to get creative with it. I generally am not a big fan of games as a service. I certainly play games that are a service. Video games as a service is a thing that's very common. There are just some games where I like the game, so I want to play it, even though supporting the game makes companies think that that's an okay thing to do. But if there is a kind of game that I think should be a game as a service instead of constant new sequels coming out, it should fucking be sports games. There should be one Madden
Chunky
football,
old
there should be
fantasy.
one EA NHL game, there should be one of each of those, and it should be a game as a service where every subsequent season, I don't care, I don't buy them or play the Ultimate Team modes where you collect the little cards and you spend your V-Bucks on whatever.
You mean their money-making side, yeah.
They can do that. I think that's bullshit, but people, like, there are tons of people who love that and spend all their money on it, and, like, they're adults. They can spend their money on that if they want to. I just want to own, like, I play sports games, but I play them to just play, like, franchise mode, where it's like, I want to play a season as my
You need
favorite
help
hockey.
figuring it out. Look.
Now, folks, we know you love goldfish crackers and Campbell's tomato soup, two icons of the pantry.
And Mark, how many of us have put goldfish in our Campbell's soup?
Oh,
Mode,
okay.
where it's like, I want to play a season as my favorite hockey team. I don't care if they suck. I'm playing
Sorry, they
the
snuck
Blue
up on me.
Jackets right now in NHL. They're awful. They're one of the worst teams in the league
I'll
last
be
year.
back to
They're awful in the
Campbell
game.
soup and
It's really hard
goldfish,
to win, but
even
it's
though
fun.
that's
It's
amazing
teams,
and
it's
it's been a long
players. I
time.
enjoy it.
My kids
as a
would
hobby.
probably
I don't
absolutely
want to
adore
have to
that.
keep
I always
buying
have
new
goldfish.
titles every year just to get the new
Start getting
updates to
more
the game,
Campbell soup.
because it's not a new game. It's the exact same code with at best incremental updates to parts of it. It should be a game. It should have no sequels. There should be a game as a service version of all the EA Sports games. And I would probably still
shouldn't
buy
do
a
that.
season pass or whatever. Like, I would want, if there was a new
That was
thing,
really
like
stupid.
if they had a new game mode, or they changed how something worked, I'd give them money every once in a while even. It's not even that. Like, that does suck, but
That's
that's just
so much
what we
money.
live in. It
Why
doesn't
did I
need to
do
be a
that?
sequel. I don't need that. That's a stupid way to do it. Run it as a game as a service, make your money on microtransactions, and just let me go and play my little offline seasons that I like to play where I
Hi.
don't want the online stuff. I don't want
Please
the
don't
collecting
forget
cards.
to
I
hit
don't
the
want any
like
of that shit.
button.
Pretend I'm a hockey player for 40 minutes while I sit here and relax.
No, it's fair, 'cause it is really annoying. It's like, oh, Madden. Because I don't know if you remember, but Madden, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, they had Madden
dropped the
25.
block money.
It was like the 25th anniversary of Madden. And now it's like,
Now they have Madden 24.
Madden 2025 has
Like
to come out. They're like, oh, Madden 25. And it's like, didn't I? Well, hold on. Didn't
You
we
got
have
it?
that title?
How does a game that has gear-based naming still have confusing titles?
And what's strange is, like, this is EA that does this, right? That's EA. Doesn't EA also own The Sims?
Yes.
They know, yeah, I think it's still EA that owns The Sims. They know how to do this. You release one per generation, and then you sell expansion packs, DLC, for crazy money. Insane amounts of money.
Yeah, we're still on Sims 4, right? Which released in 2014. We're 10 years ago. We're still on Sims 4. They just keep putting expansions out for it and everything.
Why don't they do that with the sports games? It is an impossible cycle to put out a new novel game every year, especially of that caliber. It's impossible. All they're doing is incremental updates. They're wasting resources doing that. They would make more money, and people would be happier if it's the same game and you release DLC for it.
And this is a thing where I know people are out there like, well, just don't buy the new one. And I don't always. I played NHL 22 for a few years. And I just, like in the last year, at some point, I got NHL 24. It's not really any different. That's not the point. The point is, at some point, they deprecate support for the past games. At some point, if you have, I couldn't just have a copy of NHL 2019 and still be getting the new rosters. And still, like, there's a new team in the league now. I want to have the Seattle Kraken in my game. The old games that predate the Kraken existing, they don't just go back and add that in. You just don't have that. I'm not saying that it makes sense to buy the game every single year, and I know people do that. And I don't own every single one, but I would rather have all the seasonal updates where it's like, this so saints and this team redesign their jerseys, and I want all of that stuff, which is I would happily pay some seasonal fee for it instead of just having to get a new game to get all these tiny little meaningless features that I just want because I'm a fan of whatever, of the league and the sports. I get that it's stupid. I'm not arguing that. I'm sure there's people out there who are like, oh, you're stupid. Pay EA money. You goober. I get it. But I like hockey. This guy's some kind of stupid. Goober.
College football is coming back for the first time in 10 years this year,
and it looks just awful.
And it's only releasing on console. It's not having a PC release. And I feel like there was another big negative thing to it too that I can't remember off the top of my head.
So far, what I've heard, the gameplay engine is hilariously, like, people assumed it would just be Madden, but with college skins. Somehow it's a different gameplay engine, and all the physics and tackling is all janky as fuck and hilarious.
Well, they're a little rusty. It's been 10 years since they've had a working football game.
Yeah, they haven't been making football games this whole time. It's a totally new thing.
Grant, I will say everyone hates Madden 24 with, like, everyone I see that plays Madden 24 is just always bitching about how horrible it is. I was watching a guy play. He was doing, like, what's called a rebuild of the Bengals. And at one point, he's, like, simming a game or whatever, then he hops into play, and he's on defense. And Joe Burrow is lined up at edge rusher. One of the offensive linemen is playing corner, and he's like, what is happening? You just see the entire Bengals offense trying to play defense, and it's going horribly wrong.
Oh, no.
Apparently, Madden 24, which is like the 30th installment of this game, still doesn't know how to fucking work. There are times you go to level up your player, like you'll unlock skill points to level up your player, and it'll show the player standing there with like 3 ghost people also standing in the same spot, so it'll be like some horrible like ghost amalgamation supposed to be the player you're leveling up.
Or maybe they just unlocked Wraith form and didn't remember. That would be a really useful football skill, I feel like.
Joe Burrow's Wraith form. Sorry, you're gonna say something?
No, I never.
How's your shoulder?
It's better now. It's actually way, way better. That stuff worked. It's tingly.
Oh, that's good, Bob.
Oh.
That's better.
Why would I think that wasn't directed at me? The guy who was talking about a shoulder from the very beginning of an episode. I thought you cared.
You thought wrong.
You goober. You goober. No, take those points away. I don't want them.
I didn't give you any.
Oh, God, I thought it was me.
Just thinks everything's about him.
Go to the points where literally anybody can build a fully worked app without knowing how to code.
This is basically thinks everything's about him.
Alright, I should probably wrap this up. I've got other things we can talk about. I'm sure there's other games and movies and things, but I'm gonna call it. We can always have a part 2. You know, we do that.
You always say that.
Oh no, I thought I just realized something, but we're not. The Sims 2 came out in 2004, but The Sims 3 came out in 2009.
There's a Sims 4 now, right?
I know. Well, so that's why Sims 4 came out
and
in
it's
2014,
amazing.
so it's been 10 years. So I was like, Sims 5?
Yeah, they're not.
They're due for
But
one,
they should.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how
So I
much it changes.
definitely get it.
Like, I don't know how much 10 years would change in a game like that. Maybe.
Actually, that's something I'm gonna start broadcasting.
The game from 2021.
Start playing Sims 4 again.
But also, no one cares, so just keep releasing updates.
Think of all the AI features
I
they
start a
can
brand
cram
new
into there.
household, even though the
AI
one I had was
conversations in,
off
what's
the
that
chain.
language called?
Simlish.
Simlish.
Simoleon. Anyway, that's it. That's the
That's the
episode.
money.
Oh yeah, I
Some
forgot.
money.
Ryan, our friend Ryan, the only Ryan. Fuck you.
Uh,
I don't know. I wrote down a note. I talked to Ryan, and he was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Call me out in your podcast again?" And I was like, "You know what? I fucking will." So I wrote down in my notes, "Shout out Ryan, but like mean."
All right, mission accomplished.
It's a new segment. Are we airing grievances?
I don't really have any grievances. I just said I was gonna be mean to him, so that was that. Yeah, let me tabulate our points here. Mark, I've got shoulder, T-Rex flex, Erder Durder. What's this thing?
What?
Heart attack. Valga diffusion, stable diffusion. Aladdin, abysmal, TikTok, Mass Effect. You've got 12 points.
That's not very many points.
Bob, I've got for 2 weeks. Flex, Rabbit, RL, or what? Cardinged, Flex, Firefly, that's it finally. Firefly, Lion King, Sports Games, which has you at 10. However, I've also got handshake points for Bob.
Which is not, we didn't make a handshake deal.
There's no handshake deal. However, every time Mark thought there was a handshake deal, I agreed to give Bob points. And Mark, you literally 6 times.
How is that not a handshake deal?
There was no handshake deal.
I didn't give him anything. He just offered to do that.
How is that not an agreement made outside of me knowing about it?
Well, disagree when he brings that up?
You know what? Going back in time. So
Okay,
I'm going
yes.
back in time.
Okay. Because it's like, are you having a heart attack?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I changed it.
Short
Your shoulder?
haired Mark.
It's all better now.
Oh, cool. Well, Bob, you still have more points.
What did I change then? Oh God! What did I change?
Hi. Hi, how are you? Good
Let's see in
morning.
the future.
Or afternoon or evening,
Everyone
depending
stay
on where
tuned.
you're
Next week
located.
should be the biannual Distractable Plane episode, so stay tuned for that. And I guess all of you hosted.
Good.
What?
No, that's what we all said.
I was implying that's what he changed. It was a funny joke.
I know, I'm just being upset.
I was gonna. Okay. All right. Well, Bob, you win. You have a winner's speech.
Somehow, winning in this way feels less sweet than it used to. I'm not going to give it back. It's my win, fair and square. But I do feel bad, so hopefully that makes you feel better about it, Mark.
If it makes you feel any better before Mark gives his loser speech, I was giving Mark like easier points the rest of the way to try to make it more interesting. So I did try to balance it back out. You're just better, Bob.
Mark literally counted to 6 in his bit about talking about it, and we were like, well,
It was a low-scoring game, so it was hard to make up 6 points. But I was trying to give him as many points as I could.
did you give him any you gave him heart attack points even, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, heart attack's on here. Shoulder and heart attack. You got it twice technically.
So if I have a heart attack,
That's 10 points, and you'll win right now. You'll either do that or have a loser speech. One of the two. It's up to you.
That's motherfucker.
Editor, show Marcus' bank accounts all at 0. Have Marcus flex and show nothing.
yeah, wait, you were going to flex. You have to flex now.
Oh.
Is that flexing?
it's it.
Are we all doing it?
All right, is it my turn?
Yeah, did you have a heart attack?
No, I
Say yes.
I'll give you 2 points for telling the truth. You still lose.
Honesty gets you nowhere, kids. Take that lesson with you.
Anyway, my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. It's your turn. You're up.
All right.
Before Mark gets his loser speech, though.
If anyone out there knows Houdini, not the songs, the
Magician, yeah.
if anyone knows him personally, that's cool and all, but not what I'm interested in. If anyone knows Houdini, the software very well, post on the subreddit. I need some guidance, and I'm not talking like you've dabbled in it. I need someone that's like, I have 5 years of experience in the field. This isn't a job offer. I'll compensate you for your time. I don't know. Whatever. It's not a job. I just need some advice.
It's a paid job.
Leo's working hard, growing. Pampers is working hard, keeping him dry. Only Pampers Swaddlers has a deep dry liner to keep him comfortably dry. Pampers, behind every baby.
A job, but not a job.
Here's how it is. I just need some advice, and then when I get that advice, I'm gonna kick you to the curb. It's called consulting.
So if you guys want to do that. Also, just feel free to offer Mark any unsolicited advice you would like. Also on the subreddit.
Can someone give me guidance on how not to get goofed so hard? I seem to be getting goofed a lot.
Hope you don't get goofed. That's it. That's the episode. Good small ending speech.
Not you, Mark.
Happy anniversary wedding, everyone. Remember that reference? That was a reference to Antonio Brown's little videos he used to do. We talked about this on 3P.
I thought you were referencing that because this episode, I think, literally comes out on mine and Mandy's 10-year wedding anniversary.
I don't know when this comes out, does it?
Oh, God, is it my birthday episode and I lose?
Yeah, that's true. Mark, happy birthday.
Does that mean he has to win because it's his birthday? Is that how life works, or?
No, it's too late. He declared the speeches were given.
The speeches were given, but I feel like until the host gives up power by ending the episode, the host basically can do whatever the hell they choose.
No, that was actually part of the rules we agreed to, is that you can't, once the speeches are given, then it's impossible to change. I'm pretty sure anyway, but it's when the speeches are given, then it's final.
We could throw out the rule book entirely, and I could give you points and you could win. I'm the host. I have the power right now to do it.
No, we dissolved that power.
Yeah, but together. But individually, I can still claim it back. I kept mine. I didn't throw it away. I kept it in the box. Just in case.
Happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday, loser.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope it was good. Happy anniversary wedding, Bob. And Mandy, I guess it takes two to...
Yeah, she's part of it. She gets it. Says to her, she's here too. Yeah.
I guess, stay tuned for the next one, y'all. Bob will host, for his anniversary, he deserves it. For his Mark's birthday, he deserves this win. If you haven't already, go check out Bob, my Scarm, Mark Flyer, me, Minion777, or Wolf Minion777. And I guess we'll see you next one. We have merch. So, merchactablestore.com. Until next time, podcast now.
Happy birthday, boss.
And that is the first
Good
one.
evening, gentle listener.
How do they play the second one before they play the first one?
This week, blows are there. Wade gets hammered playing with himself in a mine, but meets Molly the cosmetic. Meanwhile, admits he wooed his wife, sexting during boring business meetings. Magnificent, marvelous, majestic love. Admits swapping spit is a key to happiness, and that absence makes the heart grow fonder. From projected eyes, the distractible sex doll merch. Yes, it's time for It's Mark's birthday. Happy birthday, Marks. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
And welcome to another episode of Distractable. I'll be your host for today. My name is Bob, and I am joined, as usual, by my co-host and competitors for this episode, Mark and Wade.
Wait my whole life to see a total eclipse.
Now screaming on Hallmark Plus.
Nice scope. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
So that means we won this one.
Thank you so much for
And
joining
bad
us
looks.
for another
That's
exciting
fucked up.
episode of Distractable. If you've never seen the show before, I can't keep that. I don't know where that voice came from. It started happening, but I'm not going to keep doing that because I hate it. If you've never seen the show before, we all take turns hosting. I'm hosting this one because I won the last episode, but someone else is going to win this episode. Maybe. And they'll have to host the next one. So I'll keep track of points, or maybe not, maybe arbitrary judging. Who knows? Anything goes. The host makes the rules, and I'm the host, and I'm insane. So you never know what to expect from episodes that I host. But the tradition that we have here on the show is before we get into the part where you earn points. Actually, you can earn points. Can I have some? No.
Earn them.
You have to earn them today. You have to earn. But before we get into the actual topics of the episode that I have prepared and thoroughly researched, we usually make small talk. How's it going? How you guys? How's life?
The world is changing and being rocked to its foundational core.
Oh,
Yes.
Definitely about to eat that
Our
food.
lives will never be as they
Wow, dude,
are in this moment, and everyone needs to shake and quiver inside
What is
of
my
their
story?
souls.
let him cook. Let him cook. I think I might know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm about to. Well, maybe.
Let him cook.
Yes, let's be
Yes.
cook, because I today will show you the greatest invention to ever exist in the history of forever, which is known if people are watching on Spotify
As an oven?
Oh, the fission
And whatnot.
I know that
Fanfare,
when this episode comes out, there's no one. This is old news. Everyone's
This would be really old, actually, yeah.
But I gotta say, if people are not watching on Spotify, they just gotta go, because all of this aside about like, oh, is it tech? Oh, it's just another VR headset. Oh, is it gonna be any better? And I'm sure that it's like product-wise, it'll be great, whatever. But this is what the only takeaway I have from the website. Okay, everyone, I'm giving you a chance to go to Spotify right now so you can see the video. So I'm showing it visually. It's this jump scare. When the villain comes in here, it's the scariest thing I've ever seen, because it's just, it's so jarringly sudden, and I know what it is. It's because this right up here is not this model's face. Right? This is not their face. It is not see-through glass. It is like an AI recreation of their face that is projected on the front to give the aesthetic that you can still make eye contact with this person. And it's so off-putting.
Can you scuba dive with this?
Yeah, that's all I can see. Apple's making scuba goggles.
That's the only thing I can see from this is like they just need a little blowy.
I have no problem with any of that. I have no problem with the design because I like VR and I know VR is clunky and there's really no way to make it elegant. But this terrifies me. This picture scares me in much the same way, and I feel like Apple is going down this rabbit hole of unintentionally terrifying designs to a very small subset of people. But it's not the first time that this has happened, because the
Hi.
I'm sorry. For non-watchers, Marcus got trypophobia really bad because he opened the new Mac Pro website on the Apple Store, which is like layers of cheese graters all going over each other and weird. It's horrifying to look at, awful to look at, and I feel like no one talks about it. This is, I
Sweetheart,
can't
you got
look
so
at
many
this. I
colors,
could
you
never
don't even
have
know.
this sitting on my
What's that?
desk. I like it.
What color is
I
that?
would love to have this sitting on your desk, Mark. It's horrifying.
What color is that?
What
That's
order
right.
you want? Can I get your address?
Listen, if I had $30,000 to spend on a normal computer that does the same thing that my normal desktop does, I would absolutely buy a Mac Pro. But yeah, sure.
Imagine the goggles with that design.
And so it's just like it just feels
Yes,
like
I see.
someone at Apple
I like
is
what
just
you do.
these
That's
things in
cool.
the same way that I am. This is terrifying to me. It's the eyes are wrong. It's just the expression doesn't match.
There is some,
Oh, wow.
you're absolutely right. There's something, it's
Good
the
job.
3D-ness of the eyes, right? You could, because on a normal, if the
Good
goggles were there, you could see how, like, as you get to the side of the head, it starts to go back. And the way that this looks on the goggles, it looks like her eyes are just protruding out really far, and then they don't go back towards her ears. She just has like a big eye chunk. It's like, see, I was thinking that they just like made the image slightly opaque around the eyes. I think it looks normal to me.
Oh, that's a lot.
Say it looks pretty like uncanny in a way that's
That's
weird
a
to
lot.
quite exactly describe.
It's so ever so slightly wrong. And I knew this. I knew it was wrong. It fell off before I learned that this on the front is not see-through. It's just another LCD display on the top
Bless you.
that projects an image of artificially
You love
generated
sneezing
eyes.
on me,
Wait. So I thought that was just marketing. Are you saying that that's a feature of the headset? Is that because I know that it's not see-through because it has screens and that's sort of part of the thing. It's partially see-through maybe, but like it's not really like this see-through. But the headset does that in real life on purpose.
Yes.
What?
Yes. 100%.
Oh, I thought that was just for the image too. That's a
I
real
don't know
feature
how it's supposed
projecting
to.
a light.
No, that is the feature of projecting a screen with eyes that are not the eyes inside, but it is a recreation of the eyes. That's as far as I understand it. But yeah, this is not see-through to this person's actual eyes.
I get that, but I thought it was just like a marketing thing. Like some guy
Okay,
in
ultimately,
Photoshop
what
was
else?
like, let's make it so you can see
What
the
are the
eyes. Let's
benefits?
personalize this. But like, no.
Oh, don't
The
use on me.
opening of the eyes as you zoom in. The blink wasn't right. The blink was wrong somehow too. How is that blink wrong? I'm confused about that.
It's just all of it is very confusing.
I absolutely hate that. If in real life when you use the goggles, if it tries to project your eyes onto the front, that's awful. I hate that very much.
We should do a whole episode where we wear these. Mark, you buy them for us, and we'll wear them.
Yeah, as soon as we
That's good. Good talk. All right, perfect.
get, wait, I'm wondering if this is, like displays. Whoa, what is?
Even the inside, that looks creepy, man.
Well, this is just a VR inside. Like that.
That looks awful, Mark. It looks it's crazy.
See, that's what creeps me out. The inside.
You've never done VR before.
Did they? I have a whole headset right here in a box. It's plastic. Oh, okay. It's out of the box. Look at you. Look at you, buddy. Did they announce the price for this? I think I saw some people talking about a price, but I don't know if that was a speculation or an actual thing. Is this $3,500 for this?
$3,500, starting at $3,500.
Starting at 35. Starting at what? What do you upgrade to go up from there? It's a headset.
$3,500 starting at.
I follow Casey. This is no shade. I follow Casey Neistat because I really like his daily vlogs. I watch for a long time. I like his videos. He makes cool stuff. Oh, I hate that. I hate the eyes projecting onto the front of it so much.
This is it. This is what I was looking for. Yeah.
That's horrendous. I hate
Lets
it.
those nearby know when you're using apps or fully immersed in an experience. When someone approaches, Vision Pro simultaneously lets you see the person and reveals your eyes to them.
I hate. Why? You know what? If you want to make eye contact with someone, I have a solution to offer my own self. Maybe it's too low tech. Just take the headset off and maybe look at them
No.
with your
Making
Cupid
content?
eyes.
For making content, you can look at your viewers and they can see you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, what was that? So I saw Casey Neistat talking about $3,500 price tag, and like, I'm not even saying he's wrong, but Casey had a tweet or something that was like, no, you know what? $3,500, I get it. This is new. This is new technology, right? This is letting people who want it can spend that and get in on the ground floor, but it's going to get cheaper as it scales. It'll get cheaper in future iterations, right? This is just the price you have to pay for innovation. Which one, sure, what a very wealthy technologist take, but yeah, okay, sure. This headset is not marketed for everyone. This is not like the Quest headset that's like $300 or whatever. This is a fancy new thing, but also none of this is new. Like, am I missing something? None of the things. Apple announced this and they were like, the bleeding edge of VR, AR technology. No, it's not. This is just all shit that all the other headsets do. It just is designed by Apple now, which is a meaningful thing because Apple doesn't do things until like they're sure they're going to take, right? Apple is a slow adopter. When Apple finally gets something, when Apple finally put NFC in the iPhone, because it was already everywhere, and they were like, all right, NFC is going to be a thing. So this is like, it's meaningful, but is this doing something I'm not understanding in terms of the tech or something, or it's not a new technology? It's the same shit that all the headsets have, right?
Let's not focus on the VR part that you experience. Let's talk about the eyes that other people experience when they look at you.
That is new.
I will give them that. The eye thing, that's a new feature.
The feature that you'll never experience that everyone else will, that's what you're paying for.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not at all naysaying it. I think it's a very sleekly designed thing, and I kind of want one. I mean, expensive, but like, I kind of want one. It seems cool. But am I missing something? Is this new? It's not new, right? This is the same shit that already exists.
It's just everything that exists, but up to Apple's level of polish, which, I mean, for what everyone wants to say about Apple, I know it has its critics, and there's plenty to criticize, I'm sure, but they do try to make it a robust ecosystem that is in their little walled garden, and is the best example possible of the technology that it can combine with design. And I get that. However, that doesn't mean, to Casey Neistat's point against it, is when has Apple ever really lowered their prices?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about that argument of, like, reading at the ground floor, and, like, I remember the Oculus One, like 10 years ago now. That was the ground floor. It's not gotten cheaper.
And I'm paraphrasing Casey's tweet, and I'm not even, like, there's no shade to him whatsoever. But, yeah, I don't know who thinks Apple's going to charge less. Like, $3,500 for a VR headset, where the market is, like,
starting at,
ranges from $300, $500 up to, you could spend a lot if you wanted to. You could spend into the thousands on other brands' headsets. But, like, I don't know. The other thing that I will say is, not to get too tech nerdy about it, this Apple headset, as far as they've marketed it, seems to ship with no controller of any kind, which is cool. That's what they're going for. Apple, they're very focused on, you control it with your eyes and your voice and your hands. It's got advanced hand tracking, whatever. Sure. And maybe Apple did something that no one else has figured out yet. But if I had to use my Oculus Quest that I have used as my main VR headset without the controllers, and just rely on the hand tracking and the gestures and whatnot, I would lose my fucking mind. It does not work that well. There's no version of that technology that exists yet where I was like, I don't need the controller. I don't need the physical buttons. I don't need the joystick. I feel confident in the hand tracking and no. So unless Apple really changed the game on that, and maybe they did, because I have no hands-on or anything. I haven't even seen this thing actually work, right? I've only seen the promotion stuff. Yeah. Maybe they did. But I'm betting at least some people will pop in and be like, God, I wish there was a controller of some sort or something. I wish there was a button I could push instead of doing little hand gestures.
I'm picturing all of, like, the horrible things, like a rich family that buys one for all members of the family, and they go to get, like, their family portrait. They hang on their, like, double staircase entryway, but they're all wearing the masks in the portrait, so their eyes are all kind of, like, out front and disjointed. Or you walk into a room that's dimly lit and the TV's just, like, got static on it, and you go to look at the family and they're all sitting on the couch smiling, but they've all got the headsets on and it's just their eyes, like, smiling at you and, like, looking around.
That's what gets me about the thing in general. It's like, I am not going to buy this because I like basically the Quest 2 does everything I want it to do. Even the newer one, like the Quest Pro, with their eye tracking is like, man, that was good, but it was like $1,500. $3,500 for a product that I'm not going to use every day. I think I debate buying a new phone every year, which is a privileged thing to even say, and that's $1,500 a year, and that's a big debate. And I've recently started, like, not upgrading with every iteration. I've waited like 2 years at a time, 3 years for one of those, like, upgrades at a certain point there because it wasn't worth it.
I usually do every 2 or 3 years.
You had your 12 for quite a long time.
I did, yeah. I went from the 12 to, like, the 14 plus because it wasn't any different. It just wasn't different.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard to ignore the fact that Apple does tend to do things in a very Apple way, and maybe this headset is going to be an absolute game changer in terms of how VR works and blow all of our expectations away. But also, if it's kind of just like a really fancy, highly designed, sleeked up version of what already exists, $500, a lot of money for the experience that it will give you.
It allows you to see through it. Like, you could toggle between seeing your experience versus just like, oh, I need to see what's going on around me. How to take it off? Like, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, it does.
Where it in. Oh, you can do that?
But it does that with the cameras, right? Which is pass through as a Quest feature.
That's cool. Okay.
The Quest Pro.
Okay, now we're getting better. That's moving up on my list.
This is our problem with like talking to technology to Wade is like we always start with the criticism, so none of the glowing like reasons that it's actually okay.
Always start at the top and work your way down.
No,
You gotta really start at the top and work your way down. What? Sorry, I really am into the Michelin Man.
Okay. Wasn't random at all.
You're throwing me for a few loops there, but all right, I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, no, this is a thing that bothers me too, and like I wasn't trying to get too negative because no one's touched it yet. I don't know what they're gonna have hands on at the developers conference.
They did, yeah, they did.
And so like we'll start to see videos and stuff coming out, but until like I actually use it, it's pretty presumptuous. What's that word?
Both work.
It's pretty bold of me to make conclusions about this thing because I just know what it looks like and I'm making assumptions. But that's a lot of money.
For the cost of like a really good gaming computer, an entire computer, just the headset,
It looks like it could just be like an Apple rebadge of an existing headset. It does not look on the face of it like it did anything to change the game too dramatically. But
yeah.
Let me see. Is it
Marquez
here?
has a video that has already been out for a while now, giving his first impressions. I'll watch that later.
Maybe they'll sponsor us and we can do a full distractible episode where the people just look at our projected eyes.
how do I literally am subscribed to his channel with the notifications on. How do I not see these things? I'm gonna watch that later.
It was at 8:19 today.
Oh, well.
Oh wait, no, he uploaded 10 hours ago. So we uploaded at midnight. Damn.
Who?
What a
Mark Zuckerberg?
tryhard. Gotta get the content out.
He's talking about Marquez Brownlee, MKBHD. He's like one of the premier tech YouTubers.
Oh.
Gets his little bits on all the cool stuff early. Big Apple fan.
Which, I've come around Apple a lot. My laptop of choice now is pretty much a MacBook. Like, just for on-the-road editing sake, I can't really game much on it, but it works. It does work.
Sweet USB-Cs. All right, we're not here. There's no points to be earned fanboying for Tim Cook's little products.
Wade, you're behind the times, because the reason I got the latest one is because they changed up the port system to not just be USB-C, and then they have multiple ports. But also, Apple is Thunderbolt, and that's the only saving grace. The only reason I could actually
Thunderbolt, that's that. Yeah, I remember some kind of very angry story relating to Thunderbolt or something like that. The details are so fuzzy yet. Anyway,
I get points.
Do you have any small talk? That was all Mark's small talk. That counts as Mark's. So, you know what? Points to Mark for bringing up the thing that I was hoping we would cover. Because I was also quite interested in that. What about you, Wade? What exciting news do you have? And/or technology updates? And/or Soldier Boy updates? What do you got? Surprise me. Delight me.
Oh man, it's hot, I'm moving, and all my free time goes to packing in Diablo 4.
How does Diablo 4 help you?
Mental decompression after stressful days.
I'll allow it.
We all need a little R&R.
That's a healthy mental attitude. Points for you, sir.
Thank you.
Less points than Mark, though, because I like the stuff Mark was
Yeah.
And other stuff Mark would say that you can imagine.
No, we're not playing that game. You have to earn them today. You have to earn them today.
Well, I'm fucked. I guess Mark, let's start getting hosting ideas.
All right. Hey, just wait. You'll see. We'll see. You'll see. Everyone will see all together.
I have seen extraterrestrials face to face.
And the shrubbery are little gray entities. UFOs.
Oh, that's nice.
I want to start today's topic with a story. The year is 2010. It's November. It's getting into the middle of the school year, the fall quarter or semester, whatever, the fall school session. And I am sitting in an evening class in the McVickett building on UC's campus, And I honestly could not even, I tried to remember, I can't remember what the class was. It was so painfully boring. It was some business communication class where they taught us how to send professional sounding emails or something just awful like that. And while I'm sitting there trying to distract myself in a world before the social media was quite as big as it is today, I get a text message. And the text message basically says, hey, yeah, I've been thinking about you. And I text back, I'm like, yeah, you know what, I've been thinking about you too. And we texted, I'm not paying any attention to this class whatsoever, and we text, and we land at, once this class is out, I'm gonna go hang out. I'm gonna come over. And we do that. I go, hang out, and we start watching videos on this website called YouTube. It was not brand new in 2010, but was newish to us. And we started watching all kinds of stuff. Music videos, funny videos. If I remember, I think we watched a fair amount of R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet music video series, which, ignoring the sense of the artist, it is a funny series of videos, and we had a good time laughing at them. We watched so many videos, had such a good time, that the roommates in the room next door literally came over and were like, hey, stop laughing. We're jealous. You guys are clearly having fun, and we're miserable humans, so shut up. And, that was the start, the best thing that has ever happened to me. I'm pretty sure.
Beating up roommates?
No. Angering roommates because we're having such a good time. Fast forward from that room it was in Stratford Heights, for you UC grads, that room near UC campus, to New Year's Eve of 2012. And I'm hanging out with that.
Put in real quick, Mark, that does not include you because you're not a graduate.
Yeah. That was cold. That was cold.
Okay, let me change that qualification. That's for all of you people who lived in Clifton.
Okay, Mark, you're back in. Come here. All right, yeah.
Well, did you live in Clifton, Wade?
I did. I had an apartment down there in 2008, 2009, and then I had a house with my ex down there, until I totally broke up in 2011. I was down there from sophomore year through a year after my senior year.
If I think of a way to categorize this in a way that can exclude you more, I will. But for now, we'll just say residence. Fast forward to New Year's Eve 2012. I'm hanging out with that same girl at that same girl's parents' house, because they live in that area. And I make up a terrible excuse that I need to go. It's New Year's Eve, and we have dinner plans. And I forgot my something back in our apartment. And it was just awful and super awkward. But in my head, I was like, shit, I've snuck out. I'm free to go to the apartment and light a bunch of candles and put a cheesy fireplace YouTube video on the TV in the living room and spread a bunch of rose petals around so that later, when her parents bring her to pick me up for the dinner plans we have, she'll have to come up to the apartment to be surprised. Not even slightly. But that is that night on New Year's Eve of 2012. That is the night that I very slyly and cleverly posed to this girl. You might have guessed who she is at this point. Yes, Mandy. And, damn,
exactly.
Yeah, no, it could be anybody, but turns out it's Mandy. Yeah, and I proposed. She said yes. And she continued to say yes for a year and a half until the summer of 2014, when on Mark's birthday, we enshrined our love forever by having a wedding ceremony surrounded by friends and family, and we completely ignored the fact that it was Mark's birthday because our wedding was way more important, and Mark can suck it.
It's okay. I bought myself a cupcake that night.
It's okay, boss. He didn't even graduate.
Evil.
I don't know why I'm being so mean.
Straight up evil.
You guys fighting before this or something? No, I points to Mark because I'm
God,
sad
what are you
now.
doing?
Points to Wade for being an absolute savage. Anyway, yeah, no, that's a very abridged and poorly told version of my love story with Mandy. But honestly, I think it's a pretty cute story. If it was told in a better way, and if it was more details, which Mandy remembers better than I do, I'm sure, I think it's a I mean, it's changed my entire life, so maybe I think too highly of it. But I think it's a nice, very classic love story. And I think because this episode happens to be coming out 2 days before the most important day of the year, Mark's birthday, thank you, but also 2 days before our 9th wedding anniversary on June 28th.
You had to bring the
I
whole
guess
bag
I'm in the
back.
mood to talk about love.
Talk about love.
Not Valentine's Day or anything, but I want to do a classic episode where I tell a story and then I ask you to tell me stories, maybe even give me titles of stories about love. And it doesn't have to be romantic people love. It can be love between a person and an object, or a metaphorical love between humanity and humanity. I don't know if we collectively really love anything very consistently. I don't know. Whatever you want. It could be all kinds of love. Maybe two AIs fell in love. I don't know. Is that a thing? Maybe. I want you guys to regale me with stories of love.
Stories of love.
I will say it could also be personal stories, like if you've ever been to a wedding, maybe in a wedding,
No.
or a birthday.
Don't dump those out here.
Or a wedding.
No.
I've got one, but like you know it. I just don't know if our general
You better stop.
distractible audience knows it. That's not bad. You guys also know the stories. Pretty much I'm like over there for almost all of it.
Yeah, pick up your other blocks.
Story.
Yep.
Well, my wife and I got together.
Oh, okay, all right then.
There you go. Good job.
Well, I've told my story about
Good
what
job.
I did for love. I told that.
Yeah.
Don't
There's
dump
a
it
whole
out
animation
here.
about that.
Don't
It's true. It's true.
dump it out there. Don't dump it out
believe
here. So you got it, please. Okay.
If you wear contacts, this is about to change your entire life. I've been ordering my lenses from 1-800-Contacts, and honestly, I didn't realize ordering could be this easy. I always run out at the worst time, my prescription expires randomly, and I never feel like calling my eye doctor. So I finally tried ordering online, and I should have done this forever ago. 1-800-Contacts looks up your vision insurance for you, applies the benefits at checkout, and ships everything fast and free. They keep millions of lenses in stock, so...
That's great. Wait, go. All right, great. So,
What's your story called?
Wade got hitched.
No points for that. That's not
Shit. Love and Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
We have to sing it like that when you say it.
If you have to sing it, I guess that are points.
What peculiar way to do it.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you. I don't know why that came to mind, but it did, and I'm proud of it. Thank you, Al and Peggy. Are those characters from?
Oh,
Anyway. Yeah, that was a weird callback in my brain. Yeah, you guys know the story, because you were there for pretty much all of it. But back in 2012, we were doing Drunk Minecraft. And I believe whenever we recorded Drunk Minecraft, everyone thinks that we drank like 3 times a week and just got hammered for each episode. But we were smarter than that, and we recorded 3 or 4 episodes at a time. We'd get together, drink, do a bunch of episodes or whatever, and then when Mark would have like a week or two's worth of content, I don't remember how often he posted, it was like 2 a week, 3 a week, something like that. And we recently started the series. I had been to some of Mark's streams, Bob and I had YouTube channels, we were doing this just to hang out and be friends, and Mark was making content. I don't even know if you had 1,000 subs when we were doing Minecraft, did you? I mean, it was a very small channel.
I had a couple thousand. Hey, come on now.
In like July?
I had like 2 or 3.
Like you were baby channel.
No, the first Drunk Minecraft was my birthday, so it would have been. Oh, it all comes back to my birthday.
Points to Mark for being the center point on the circle of love. Yes, circles can have centers. Welcome to my geometry class.
And the circles can be shaped like hearts, but still be circles. Just trust me on that.
It's true. It's true. Wade's not wrong.
It is. I believe so hard just because there was the vouch. The best thing in my mind could doubt after that.
If someone vouches,
It's a fact. Believe it.
so we recorded probably 2 bunches of Drunk Minecraft, maybe 3, because I think it was episode 9 called The Proposal, where I asked Molly out. So it had been before that we were recording.
Damn,
It was the one where you
there
two
you
got
go.
married in
It's
Minecraft.
time to get ready
And
for
like
school.
Zombie Mold had given you two like a cheetah to ride around on the church after you two got
There you
married.
go.
a bobcat or whatever that was.
Wake up, shake it off.
Yeah,
So you two got married.
It's
And
time
you
to
guys
get
were
ready
like,
for
oh,
school.
we're married, life's so great. And I typed in the chat and I was like, well, who's gonna marry me? Jokingly doing the self-pity bit that I do. My stick.
never gets old.
Username Foxtrot44 on Minecraft said, who wouldn't want to marry you? And instantly my ego was just like, right? Be pretty lady. And thankfully my mouth didn't say the things that my
Reese,
ego
no.
said. Stupid ego, shut the fuck up.
Reese,
But we chatted like, I don't know, for like, I was like, I
let
don't
him
remember
get
what
ready,
I
Mama.
heard about that. That's like the bit I remember. I might have said like something in chat, and that was kind of the end of it. And randomly, like that same week, I was scrolling on Tumblr. I don't know if you remember, Mark, but way back in the day, you probably still have it there, but there was a Markiplier Tumblr fan page, and I was talking to one of the people who ran it, and I guess there were like 3 or 4 people involved, and one of the people happened to be Foxtrot44 again, aka my wife Molly, my wife now, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna hop on Vox sometime, if you ever want to play, let me know. And there was a night where I think I told you guys, like, I'm gonna hop on Vox for Vox Populi was the name of this Minecraft server that we played Minecraft on for Minecraft. So I just wanted to hop on for fun because I was starting to like get into Minecraft and enjoy it a lot. I think you two were busy, and I was like, fuck, I want to hop on just by myself. And I was like, what person said they would hop on? Let's hop on. And I hopped on with Molly, and the first thing we did was we went to see her house. The server had like towns and things like different people owned. You could like claim land, build lots of stuff. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah, I'll see your house. And I showed up, and there was just paved ground, bed, chest, no roof, no walls, nothing. And it was raining. And she was just standing in front of, like, this one little half chest in bed. Like, yep, this is my house. And I was like, this is the most pathetic, awful thing I've ever seen.
What a lie! Oh my god, I can see why she fell in love with you instantly.
I was like, this is sad. Let's build you an actual house. Do you have tools? And she, like, pulled out a wooden axe, and I was like...
Right.
Okay, we're gonna go mining, we're gonna get you some iron, we're gonna chop down some trees, build you a house.
Right.
We went over, we started, like, digging for iron, and immediately Latin Goddess found us and was like, Wade and girl doing things? And teleported us to a chapel and force wed us. And I was like...
I didn't remember that detail.
We immediately, before we even started getting stuff, we were like forced married in Minecraft, and I was like, well, this is on the nose a bit. I don't know anything about this person, but I guess we're married in Minecraft. Let's go build a castle!
Right.
In my name, I get a castle! Woo, let's go! And we got to a wooden boat, sailed for some random ass amount of distance, found land, and I was like, castle time! Skipping ahead a bit, we got to know each other, we started dating, and the episode, the proposal, which we recorded, the last episode that we recorded in a bunch. We got together, we recorded like 2 or 3 episodes, and then the last one, I think it was the proposal, I was like, hey Molly, you wanna go out? I was like, oh, this would be great, it's gonna come out in an episode,
He
so
used to
cool.
get better all
But
the
I didn't
damn time.
realize when I asked her out that I had to wait a fucking week before the episode came out to find out the answer. So for 1 week, I'm just like,
Now he came so
remember that time I asked her out, but it's in the future, so I haven't yet, so I just have to hang out with her and chat like that didn't happen. That's cool. So the entire week I was like, hey, what are you doing this Friday? I think Mark told me the episode came out this Friday. I mean, no big reason for you to watch it, but if you do, let me know what you think. And I was like, yeah, okay. Sure. Very subtle. Yeah, I'm the king of subtlety. So ended up coming out. She said yes, laughed at me, and was like, yeah, I knew something was up because you were acting weird as shit. I was like, what do you mean? I was playing it so cool. Like, cool is cool. But we started dating September 14th of 2012. However long like that was after the proposal. After, it was the same day we started dating, but like, I don't remember what day we were proposing. Like, let's say before. Fast forward
Really?
to another proposal.
I told you leave that box.
The pulled off in our relationship was we went to PAC West, and I think it was 2017, and I left the room to go greet Mark downstairs. I don't know if you were there yet, Bob. Mark had just arrived. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go say hi to him and see what's going on, what the plan is for the evening. And I got done, I was like, I want to propose to Molly on the stage tomorrow on the panel. And you're like, yeah, dude, cool. You were like very chill.
Mark was a huge stoner in this alternate universe. Wade opens the door, a huge cloud of smoke billows out, and Mark is like, hey, man.
He's like, yeah, I think you had to buy like a shirt or something. You need to buy something. We went to a store.
No, I didn't buy a shirt, man.
Before you propose.
I need like a shirt and like a watermelon.
You're like, walk with me to dates. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm walking with you. We're talking about the plan for the proposal. And meanwhile, Molly's texting me like, hey, it's been like half an hour. Is Mark okay? You coming back? Are you going to do anything? So I'm just sitting in the room. And I was like, if only you knew what I was trying to set up. You silence affair. How dare you, Ethan? I'm trying to propose to you. What are you talking this will chill you out. Whoa.
This is good.
Hey, is that a cell phone?
So
Whoa,
good.
keep that away. Whoa, that cell phone, the radio waves mess up my vibes, man.
So next, that same evening, later on, we go to a panel or something, I forget what, and waiting outside,
What?
there's a fan, and the fan came up and was like, "Wait, Molly, I love your guys' stuff. Well, wait, can I talk to you for a second?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "Hey, Mark's panel tomorrow. I want to propose."
What's the matter?
Molly's right next to me, and I'm like, "Oh
Hmm?
yeah, that sounds like a cool
Okay.
idea. Why don't you think of that? Go on." And he's like, "Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I know that like you guys have like a thing where like one person has proposed a lot of these panels. I'd love to be the one that proposes." And I was like,
Okay.
"It's got no good reason to say no out loud right now. So yeah, man, I can probably make that happen. Sure." And I came to you and I was like, "So I want to propose on stage," and you guys were like, "You're like, you should do it." I was like, I know already. Yes, because I couldn't say no.
You said that, and Stone Mark was like, I know, man, I remember. I was there. We talked about that last night.
Fast forward to the panel. We're behind stage. We're getting like mic'd up and everything to walk out. And it's the first time I think I've ever seen Mark or Sean seem nervous about anything. Like, Mark was pacing, which is very unusual. Normally he's just very calm, but he was like, "I'm around, I'm coming down.
Stupid.
Bob was just kind of like, "I've done this one already. This isn't my problem. I'm here. Like, whatever, you got this probably." And Mark's just like, "I've never been nervous before a panel. I've never been nervous before a panel before. Oh, okay, I'm starting to remember the name." Sean's all like, "Happy for you. You got this. Oh." But he's like shaking, trembling, like nervous. And we rushed out. And when we walked out, I thought we were like, okay, we're playing this off pretty cool. Molly was like, "Yeah, you guys walked out. It seemed like something had gone like really wrong backstage. Like you guys seemed really nervous or upset about something, or like, I don't know. It just wasn't your normal like energetic walkout." But she still wasn't suspicious of the proposal. But I proposed on stage. She said yes, and then we had like a year and a half to 2 years before the wedding planning. And let me tell you, for what amounted to 5:30 ceremony, so get there. Like, people started arriving at like 5 o'clock, and everyone had to be out by like 10 o'clock. So we're now like 5 hours of our lives. A year and a half still barely felt like enough time for wedding planning. That shit sucks.
Look, I don't get to take any credit for our wedding because Mandy basically did it all herself. But I remember you complaining so much about it.
Too
It just
here.
like, it doesn't seem right.
Please.
We got a wedding planner.
Please.
Wedding planner. I don't know if Mandy's just like a party planning savant or what. She didn't make me do shit. And the stuff she did put me in charge of, I messed up so bad. You have no
So if
idea.
I say no,
We had to figure out the cake place, what kind of cake, how much cake, how many guests, do all the guest invites. We had to do music, and the way we did music was we were like, I don't want to think of songs. So in every invite, we had like, what was the song? We were like, we're doing a wedding. And people fill that out, and that's how we did our playlist. We had to pick out colors, tablecloth colors, venue. Like, there's so much that goes into it.
A lot of those things are related because you know the wedding
Depending on the
colors
venue
are
you
kind of
go with.
similar across.
Yeah.
You want the bridesmaid dresses to be a consistent color
Yeah.
that goes with the
Whatever.
tablecloth. And they're related. You know, once you land on like, well, we're going with kind of a blue theme. everything just needs to be kind of blue. How hard can it be?
Good job.
But we still had to go find it, and it was time consuming. Even though the wedding planner was time consuming because we still had to go make the decisions, and then it's a lot more time and money investment than like what you would expect for a 5-hour endeavor. But it was a beautiful wedding. Very happy. There's a video of it on my YouTube channel somewhere. I think Mark's channel. You have the proposal. Literally, like me asking Molly out and proposing to Molly is on Mark's channel somewhere.
There you go.
And our wedding
That's
video
how
is on
you
my
eat it.
channel. Our stuff is all so public, which is why I did the
Been
proposal.
trying to show you,
publicly,
but
because
it
I got a
wonders.
wedding videos.
That's how you eat string
But
cheese.
that's how we ended up meeting, getting engaged, getting married, and here we are. I could go on time with that story, but
I like how it's casually saying that. And he's putting it practically to death in my sleep.
the wedding, man, it was easy.
It was so wedding, bro. I do have a
Stokey's enormous. You're gonna
You didn't even invent the pretext. You just picked it up and started sucking on it. It's like,
I don't know, like that's just part of who you are. Apparently it's a stogie at work, or there's not a stogie with a sandwich.
no, Stogie, yeah, okay.
Whatever, man.
9.99. I mean, it's our best deal ever.
What is up, everybody? We are here at Medieval Times, and we are so excited to tell you about our new show. We've got new stunts. That's nice.
So, in all that time, I've really thought deep about the concept of love on a human scale. I found some research about why humans kiss.
Oh, that's interesting. Actually, I don't know.
Lay it on. What? Wait, yeah, give us a title.
Okay, sucking face saves lives.
Lovely. Good title. Point of
Good,
producer.
good. The first known written mention came 3,500 years ago in India. Hindu Vedic Sanskrit texts that describe, quote, drinking moisture of the lips and, quote, licking, an act where one inhales the soul of another.
What? Whoa, wait. What am I doing to popsicles? Wait a minute. I thought I was just licking popsicles. I didn't realize I was consuming their soul.
Every popsicle is made with the soul of the fallen.
This is like the Bible of kissing, which states that when you drink moisture of the lips, you inhale the soul of another.
On the first day, God invented kissing, and he said, your soul shall be mine. Now get to first base.
Yes, exactly. If there's one thing God loves is people fucking. I think the Catholic Church has made that very clear. And so we what, they want people to have lots of babies?
No, yeah, that's like a
It's
directive.
like a directive, right? You're supposed to procreate. That's what
The church wants you to do babies, to have a lot of babies.
Dude, the shot firing right now.
I don't think that's. I think that's honestly. I think that's just wrong. Kinda, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, hit it with the facts.
You're trying to be a hype man, but you're kind of you're not hyping me. You're hyping your own narrative.
That's right, I am. Get me.
Oh, yeah. I hate that.
I point.
You know what? You lose points.
No.
Win some, you lose.
You lose 2 points. I'll put a number on it.
I don't like that. Everything else has been so big.
Well, maybe 2 points isn't very many. Maybe you had lots of points. Maybe not. I guess we'll find out.
Anyway, research into physical connection and the soul and reactions to kissing has found that nursing and kissing both use the mouth's orbicularis oris muscle and both release oxytocin, leading some to hypothesize that our kissing is wired from birth. Both acts feel good, too. I don't know why it says both. Not sure what 2 acts they're referring to. But anyway,
Nursing and kissing.
Nursing and kissing!
Do both at the same time. Just have a mouth and a boob side by side, combine the two, and you've got ecstasy. That's how it's made.
Lips are jam-packed with nerve endings that are at least 100 to 200 times more sensitive than fingertips. Kissing, especially with tongue. can help support our weak sense of smell to determine the most, quote, evolutionarily advantageous part. Conversation between immune systems that includes a literal swapping of spit, therefore bacteria, which can also increase our aptitude for withstanding bad pathogens.
Right.
According to researchers, being aroused lessens feelings of disgust, which is unnecessary for an act that puts us at risk of contracting disease from another person.
It would be weird to be around and disgusted at the exact same moment, like, oh,
Yep, those are the sounds. That's the make. What are the other sounds of arousal and disgust? Continue.
Disgust. I love it.
That's a rousting.
Yeah. You lost me at the last few, but damn it. You hit it. Anyway, that was my really boring research into why humans kiss.
That's an interesting point, though. Kissing is like instinctive. It's something that you're taught from birth, right? Your parents kiss you, maybe mine did, and everyone kisses. That's like a way. But is that a social construct, or is that you're saying that it's not just a social construct? There are reasons that that's a good thing for humans to do.
Yeah.
Like, what an arbitrary way to demonstrate that we love each other. I don't know.
The article goes into more depth, and there's more research that I could pull up, but it's very boring. But it all basically boils down to when you kiss, it's an exchanging of pheromones, and people often underestimate just how much relationships are purely chemical driven. So without having any of these base chemicals, and additionally without having any of the exchange of other chemicals, you do not become accustomed. In fact, there's some research that I found that the more saliva you intake from your partner and more bodily fluids in general, that does make its way to your digestive system, and therefore it changes the makeup of your microbiome to more closely relate to your partner's microbiome. And that can, fluctuations in that can lead to, different levels of,
Basically, when you see a motherfucker switch up, don't question it, because you're obviously not what's
that
going
has
on.
no fundamental basis, though. It's like, if you are too similar, then you unconsciously start to detect your partner as a sibling, and therefore a repulse. And therefore, that's why the heart grows fonder the longer you're not on her.
Yeah, her. Listen, let me tell you right now. Okay, a new study shows that Pembrolizumab birth control shot may significantly increase.
Talking to me about
And
shit.
therefore, that's why the heart grows fonder the longer you're not on her.
What's the problem?
I was gonna give you the no nipple,
What's the problem?
get lip, but I like yours too.
No.
So kissing
So
is
what's the
good.
problem?
Yep. That's the only contribution I have
Get
to
ready.
this apparent theme of this episode here.
Look, man,
Make sure you put on your deodorant and your spray.
You had my entire story to go get married to a woman to come tell the story. Damn, man.
You love Chica. Chica shows love. You love lots of stuff you love in the world.
Me.
Places.
You know, we've never exchanged saliva. We should.
Oh, that's an episode.
Me and Ethan talking about we're just opposite ideas. It's like the most random bullshit.
That's an episode.
That's an episode.
That's a video.
Listen, they have those remote kissing things, right? We each get one of those remote kissing stands. We each ship each other vials of saliva.
This is a hearkening from the old days of preteens, and we used to give the most up-to-date information about the world of sex toys, and I'm going to bring that back. That's going to be my contribution to this episode, because love is not lost. Imagine if this technology existed back in the days of those Minecraft years, when you first met, you could have had a physical connection long before you ever met in person.
We found the one site years ago on 3Pns that they made sex dolls, and they made porn star sex dolls. So maybe we could have had one made of each of us, and we could have had a sex doll Wade and a sex doll Wally while we lived apart. So we could exchange, we could mail each other the saliva, so We can exchange the juices while still seeing each other and feeling each other.
You juice up the mouth. You get it lubricated, and then you do the. Oh, sure, yeah, that's an episode.
Anyway, that's horrifying to think about. But I'm sure that in the time between now and then, there have been
That's a penis. Whose? Why?
Wait, was it an artificial one, or was it just a regular human one?
Well, I was looking up a
For
sex
starters.
site, and I was like, "There's got to be like new developments in the world." And I was going like, "Okay, these look," because I was on one of the websites we were on before. I'm like, "This is the same," and then it's just disembodied penis. Just the text that says, "Hello, Max." That's what. I was like, that would have scared me if it said "Hello, Mark," and I'm like, "Oh man, you almost got me on that one." Anyway. So, yeah, this looks largely the same, though, from the last time that we were here. There's really not much else.
See, there hasn't been any AI implemented into the sex toy industry?
That's what I'm wondering, because we all know that the porn industry drives basically all the technological, not innovation, but adoption. Like, we knew this about Blu-ray. We talked about that before extensively. So how is AI... I'm going to Google that. How is AI going to revolutionize the...
The hell?
What the shit was that? What happened?
The
I
hell?
want to talk about it. How is AI...
We will never know what the fuck just happened.
Hold on. Get back in the face! Alright.
Okay.
Don't mind that. Will turn around that. I won't look weird at all.
Fine.
Alright. AI in a sex tech. The future of sex. I have to read the article.
Alright, like, go.
We need to know if this article is going to actually have anything of substance or if this itself was... I should ask... No, ChatGPT won't answer that question.
No, did it not talk about sex?
This is an infographic that says Gen Z is lonely. Right, but the millennials are not that far behind. So apparently Gen Z is 79% lonely.
Don't know what that means. No one was ever lonely before Gen Z.
Millennials are 71% lonely. Boomers, 50-50.
Well, they're 46% lonely.
Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Wait, Gen Z is 79% lonely, millennials 71% lonely, boomers 50, men 46% lonely, women 45% lonely. That don't add up. These numbers, they don't add up very good.
What is 100% loneliness? What if it said men are 100% lonely? Does that mean that it's the saturation of loneliness in men in general? Is it 100% of men are lonely?
Well, we have very spongy hearts, so yeah, we absorb loneliness.
Yes, exactly. It's really thrown off the statistics, you know. Men are just like, women are not lonely at all. Men, they're just throwing everything. That's how it goes.
Well, you just need to wring it out a little bit. Have they invented a device to wring the loneliness out of men's hearts?
Squeeze a smart harvest.
Steal it.
It tastes good.
I want ice cream made with the juice that comes out of men's hearts.
Yeah, I want like a nice lone burger. Take some lonely meat and make a nice meal out of it. The lone shake.
There's a sex toy that could be activated using Alexa.
Alexa, do me!
Alright.
Oh, sorry to everyone listening who might have had an Alexa get.
I just love the idea of like you're sitting in a room with your roommates. You're all like watching TV, and one roommate is just like, Alexa, initiate snack protocol.
Initiate protocol 69.
And then after a second, that person is just like, and
Oh,
it's
good.
Alexa, execute order 69.
Can't I was as simple as just like, Alexa, activate sex protocol 7! 7!
Well, my thing is it's a code word though, right? It's like you're hanging out with friends and one person is just like, Alexa, hippopotamus. And then it's a quiet room and out of nowhere you just hear. And that person is just like,
Look, I don't know what it feels like for a vibrator to turn on in your pants. I think that's it. That. I'm pretty sure that's the noise I would make if a vibrator.
Wait, make the noise. You're a resident soundboard.
Where's the vibrator, Wade? That's not... Okay, you know what?
What's the problem?
It's a vibrator noise. Thank you. You know, you put me on the spot.
She?
You were acting like the vibrator was hurting you. That's what I was concerned about. You were. Is that your sex? My likey face? Is that your sex sounds? When Wade gets really turned on, he starts going. I don't know, man. I've never had vibrators.
It sounds like Link getting hurt. There's a...
Okay, I saw this TikTok. It's probably just for the bit, but I don't really believe it. I saw a video of a guy who was like, my landlord sent me this email, and basically the email can be summed up as, my neighbor who lives next door to me is complaining that they're hearing the sound of pornography coming from my apartment. Like, I'm playing loud porn, and they're hearing it through the wall. And the guy was like, I'm not saying I don't watch porn, but I use headphones. Like, I'm not uncivilized, right? Like, I don't do that. I don't play porn loudly on my TV. So I was really confused. But I realized, since Tears of the Kingdom has come out, I've started playing that game quite a lot. And one of the things I focused on doing really early was finding the Great Fairies. And every time you interact with a Great Fairy, and then he cuts to the sound of what they sound like. The Great Fairies in the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom sound a little bit like they're climaxing every time. You come up and you knock on the flower and they're all, and he was like, yeah, so I think my neighbor thinks that Zelda is sex sounds.
I gotta look this up because I know that's a thing in Zelda games. Like, the fairies in all of the games, like Ocarina of Time and on, I haven't seen them all, but it's just like, they are a little horny. Wait, give us a representation of what they sound like.
Okay.
Okay. Great Fairy, is that you? Oh, no, I get it now. I'm with you. I've never played this fucking game. I don't know what the fuck they sound like. You've never played a Zelda game? So, I got Breath of the Wild. I played like an hour of it. I got bored and stopped. The only Zelda game I played the completion was like one of the old pre-Game Boy Color Game Boy Zelda games. Oh, and what? So you mean like A Link to the Past? Yeah. The NES one? I think so, yeah.
That's fine. Zelda's not for everybody. I can't find any videos compiling the sounds, but I'm sure that Will do a great deal of research to play it right now. Thanks, Will.
Will's like editing while playing. He's like, oh, I got one right here. Will gets to this point in the edit. He's like, this episode's got to come out. I gotta get this. And Mark says that.
This is my tenant, Craig. He's been keeping all my tenants up at 3 in the morning for the past
He
3
said,
months.
I am not putting the
Mark
fucking
said that.
sound in.
I'm just gonna hide some porn and play porn noises. There's gonna be just a video clip of just words like, man, the guys cut out here for a second, but now they're back.
That's my favorite bit that my editors did for the Uni Pop series. I told them to like replace the sex sounds with other sounds, and they just put like me in there, like that's gorge.
Sleep.
Stupid. That's exactly what it sounds like. What the hell? Oh yeah, they did that shit on purpose for sure. That sounded exactly what. They know exactly what the fuck they was targeting with that. Crazy work.
Anyway, so in other news of AI and the sex and love, it's a thing.
All right. Why aren't sex dolls keeping up? Look, they're not innovators. They're late adopters. Okay, they're waiting until it's all sorted out. They're more like innovators. Am I right?
Yes.
He's right. Don't question it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. For that high five.
Mark, you know what? I knew you'd bring it home. I was hoping for some wacky Mark research. I knew you were all down on yourself. I knew you could do it, buddy.
Hey, man. Wacky Mark research of the sexual kind.
Yep. I was doing your little button. Oh, Mark, is that one of your sound? Yeah, please play it again. Play the whole thing, Mark.
All right, I'll play it right now.
This has been Wacky Mark innovations of the sexual kind.
Wait, it's not over. It's not over.
Oh! I don't believe in sex. You see? I thought that was a thing of the past.
10 million.
I turned
Never
around,
gonna hit that button.
and there were her lips. So I ran. This has been Wacky Mark Adventures of the Sexual Kind. Viewer discretion.
Yeah, I worked hard on that one.
Yeah. Mark, I love those. You get like 50 points for that.
Thank you. Thank you. I worked really hard.
Well, one of you, not us, I'm not one of you, I'm better than you. One of you told a very personal, heartfelt, touching story that was boring because I knew it already. And one of you was Mark. I did give you points.
Gotta
I
fix your
actually did come up with numbers in my head, but I'm trying to remember.
So you gotta
what
fix
numbers
your
I came
hat.
up with. Man, if only there was a way to write things down. Could you imagine if I could write stuff down?
Well, if you get the new
Lucy, what are you doing?
whatever the fuck it was called, headset, you can write around the edges.
We should all. This is not at all worth the amount of money it would cost, but we should all get one of those and do an episode with just the eyes
Get
on
down
the goggles.
and
as
pick up
our
my stuff.
eyes. I said earlier. Yes, sir. Did you say that?
That's what you get.
I didn't hear it. Doesn't count.
Because I loved the visual of us talking and just our face, like...
We should do that. Idea that I had.
I think I said Mark's going to buy a set for all of us.
I volunteer.
Girl?
Look, it's really close.
Doing
It's actually
the most.
not tied, but it's very close. One of you
Yeah.
is currently winning by 3 points. I don't want to say who's winning and who's
Yeah.
not winning, but
7
I think we all know who it is. So, person who's not winning, I'll offer you 4 points if you can give us a little love snack, a little snippet, anything you might want to say. If you think you're the person who's currently losing, just blurt it out. Anything. It could be a quote. It could be inspirational. You could remind everyone that even if they're feeling a little lovelorn and lonesome out there, we're talking about how, Wade and I talk about how we got married, all this stuff. Don't worry, because you probably just haven't met the right person yet. There are a lot of people in the world, no matter how special and unique and different and weird or whatever you might think you are, there's a weirdo out there for you. There's a weirdo out there for me, that's for sure. And I am special kind of weird. You've seen it right here on this podcast. So if anyone thinks, wait, am I the loser because I'm the one who started talking?
I don't know. Well, it's not me.
Not me.
Are you sure? Neither one of you wants to commit to jumping in and trying to
No, wait. If you're
pretty
sure you're the boss here,
that'll
you go
change
right
the
for
outcome of the episode? Or...
Mark, you sure you don't want to try to win?
What? I already won. It's in the bag. I mean, I'm giving you a chance here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give the 4 points to myself, I guess, because I was the
Was that
only
enough
one
for you to
who
win?
took the opportunity. No, it was not. No, it was not. I only have 4 points. So
I still got this.
I'm out of this episode. I will say there was a scoring correction, I believe, at the end of Mark's bit, where I gave Mark points for the audio stinger bump thing that he played on his Go XLR. The judges are saying that it looks like Wade actually did that one. And so I may have misappropriated those points, and they're saying that actually Wade earned those 50 points, which is unfortunate because Wade was already winning anyways. So that means that Wade wins today's episode by 53 points.
Mark, you sure you want to jump in and get 4 points?
It's not on the.
Yeah, Mark, I'll give you a chance to earn 4 points, but it's not enough anymore.
Do you rather work remote or in office? Your friend works in office. He wakes up at 6 a.m., gets dressed, grabs 2 cups of coffee, and commutes an hour to work. Although he gets to see his coworkers, he drops $20 on lunch each day and pretends to look busy most of the time. But you work remotely. You wake up whenever and work from wherever, and save an average of $12K a year not having to pay for gas or lunch. 95% of employees want some form of remote work, and luckily 70% of tech employees already do. And you can get into tech in as little as 6 to 9 months with Triple 10's online boot camps. Some Triple 10 students even have zero background, and they go on to work for companies like Tesla, Google Play, IBM, and even Amazon.
So pumped because I just picked up my 1-800 contacts order. This is literally the best place to order your contacts. Let me tell you why. First off, I ordered these 2 days ago. That's teleporting to my house. Second off, I did not have to go to my doctor, get a random prescription, pay a bunch of money. These were so cheap. Third, they take vision insurance. Fourth, they can update your contact prescription for $20. Fifth, they have hundreds of options for contacts. We all know I'm a glasses girly, but I absolutely love a good contact moment, which is why I use this service. 1-800 Contacts is a game changer.
I love you, Bob. 7. I love you so much. 14. I love you. 20. Oh, you know. Oh, 30 for Stoner Mark. You can't spell love without. Oh my God, I love you. 28 for British Mark. Oh, it's getting worse. 27, 26, 25. You really need it. Oh, I am in love with you. 37 for Scottish Mark. There we go. Did I do it? Unfortunately, 37 is not enough points. You did close the gap to a much more respectable loss.
You were one prospector mark short of winning.
I can't do that. I don't do that anymore.
Me love me some.
Me love me. That's not prospector mark. Yeah, we're gonna get it.
Congratulations, Wade. Even though I knew, and I think Mark knew that story pretty much completely, because we were literally there for almost all of it, it is a really sweet story, the way you and Molly got together, and it was pretty unfair, because I was thinking about my anniversary stuff, thinking about you and Molly really got me there. As much as I love Mark's AI sex toy discussion, it was really just unfair. Do you have a loser speech, Mark?
I feel like this whole episode was set up against me because all of these guys with all their stories that I literally can't have, whatever. I think this was rigged, and I believe that the subreddit will be on my side.
I'm sorry, is your name Wade? Because I believe the subreddit's only on one person's side, and I'm pretty sure their name is Wade.
Yeah, Mark, I'm looking at the fair coin, and it says that it was fair. I asked it.
Mark, what do we do? Mark, how do we keep it fair?
Of unfairness.
I declare. God, oh shit! Wait, can I just say I didn't check if this is true, but people were saying on the subreddit online, apparently this is either it is or is very similar to like the American Sign Language sign for vagina, which I don't.
Oh,
I don't know how it's
true. Vagina. No, down.
Oh, is it?
So
okay.
I declare vagina.
Damn it! Somebody declared vagina. What do we do?
I don't know what that means.
I declared vagina.
Okay, well, it has been declare. Mark has declare.
I declare it.
Well, then this is just the triangle of fairness, which I think I like how it's also like a hairline check. That makes me really...
We made a declaration, Bob. What can we do?
Really insecure. Let's not do that. Yeah, no, Mark has declared. You know what? Mark, thanks for your loser speech. Let's not talk about that anymore. Wade, give a winner speech.
Thank you, Bob, for this wonderful win that was well earned. I don't know why it never occurred to me that our anniversaries and Mark's birthday are like a month apart.
Because, like, it's on my mind, too, because we just celebrated our anniversary, like, shortly before we recorded this episode a couple weeks ago. But, yeah, love's great. And apparently exchange as much saliva and snot and blood and stuff as you can, because I guess it's good for you or something.
I don't know if we endorse that.
Is that the lesson we learned today?
Just stick to saliva. Just do that. That seems like a safe.
All right, just that. That's it.
Thanks, Wade.
You're welcome.
That's the end of the episode. Wade and I definitely didn't shake hands quietly before we sat down to record this because Mark was gone for a long time having technical issues. It was not rigged in Wade's favor at all. Mark, you have nothing to be suspicious of. Don't worry. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you even more if you watched. Don't forget you can watch these episodes on Spotify, only on Spotify, full video episodes with no pictures of what Mark was Googling, so don't worry about that. You can get merch. I don't know why we keep including that plug in the end of these. I shouldn't have.
Because there is merch now, maybe there will be.
There is, maybe not. There is suddenly sword.stripefulpodcast.com. Explore that at your own risk. Check out Wade, Lord Minion777, Minion777 on Twitch. Mark is Markiplier in all those places where he does Markiplier things. I am MySkerm. That's the end of the episode. Thank you, everyone.
Can I emphasize that?
What?
For the people that still don't know who Bob is versus who Wade is. Wade, me, bald. Bob, hair, glasses. That's us.
We're both tall, but that's about the only thing that I feel like we really share features-wise.
I don't think we sound... People think we sound similar. Do we sound similar?
Wade, big beard. Wade, me, no beard. Yeah, wait, I don't think we sound similar either.
I don't either.
You know what? If you don't watch on Spotify, I guess you'll never know the difference. That's your punishment for not watching the video. That's the end of this episode. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, that's Mark. He lost.
Oh yeah, Mark.
I'm above you in mine.
You're on the bottom for me. I have no idea what
I'm on.
You guys are to the left and right of what? Bottom.
That's the end. Podcast out.
10 out of 10 friends say you have to go to that wing place, and that pizza shop, and that noodle spot, which you have time for 0 out of 10 nights. Fortunately, DoorDash knows all your neighborhood hotspots, so you can always get the best of what's around. We wish you the best of luck with that. Shake up your dinner routine. Order with DoorDash.
Would you be happy if you stayed where you are in life and job forever? If the answer is yes, then this video is not for you. But if you want to finally achieve the time, location, and financial freedom you know you deserve, then this new career may be the answer to all your prayers. Because what I'm about to reveal to you is unlike anything you've ever seen before. It pays extremely well, it's flexible with hours and location, you don't need a degree, and here's the craziest part, you can earn while you learn and still have enough time to juggle your current job, responsibilities, and even family. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm David Bragg, founder of Front End Simplified. We help people like you land tech jobs guaranteed without needing a degree or previous experience. The tech industry is already one of the biggest ones in the world, yet it's still expanding by 20% year over year. And global companies with the budget to pay high salaries are desperate right now to find talent. Why, you may ask? The reason is simple. With more and more apps being developed and everything going online, these companies need people to build and support their new features and softwares. And the problem? There's just not enough people out there to pull from. Probably because they think coding is too hard, they think it takes too long to learn, or maybe they don't even know this career exists. That's why this is such an amazing opportunity. Front-end development is the easiest part of coding to learn, yet the average salary is $113,571 per year, and that does not include bonuses. And because of this difference in supply and demand, it's also the easiest field in tech to break into. After all, you don't need previous experience or a college degree to get hired, and I know this because I went from making $17 an hour at a grocery store and being addicted to video games to landing a $160K front-end developer job at Canva without a degree. All because I took action on 3 simple secrets that a beast coder shared with me. Once I took action on his advice, I was able to finally land a 6-figure job in tech that not only gave me the financial freedom, but also location freedom, time freedom because I only have to code like 2 to 4 hours per day, and fulfillment because I was finally working a job that I actually felt proud of. And when you click or tap the link below, you'll discover the 3 steps, the same ones that caught the attention of Forbes and 100 other publications. So you too can break into the tech industry in a matter of months, the same way hundreds of our students have done it and changed their lives. Like Torrin, who went from making $56K a year in the military to landing a $120K job without a degree in under 5 months. Or Ryan, who started with 0 experience in coding yet was able to land an $80K job after 6 weeks and then a $175K job working at Amazon in 6 months. Or Dina, who landed a $90K job for the first job she applied to by breaking into the tech field using our system, and she's now making $150K per year. But listen, at some point universities will see this gap and they will start teaching front-end development. So this opportunity to easily get your foot into the tech industry will not exist forever. If you're someone who's feeling trapped in an unsatisfying job, someone who wants to leave commuting and financial constraints behind, click or tap the link below to discover how to break into the tech industry in a matter of months. It's not an exaggeration to say this could change your life forever, because it did for me and hundreds of our students. So don't wait. Take a few minutes to watch this video, and if you don't have the time right now, at least click the link below and bookmark it for later, for when you have a few minutes, because who knows if you will ever see this video again.
Ooh, ouch. The end of an episode that I didn't get to watch, but I knew who the winner was because I saw the second episode first for some reason. She's good. Out the door.
People think, therapy can't help me. What are your thoughts about that? Therapy helps different people at different stages of their life.
And I could have been
And there are some
standing
people.
on them damn
Good evening,
rooms.
gentle listener, and welcome to Market Tractable. This week, the gents bravely drop shields about their shadow sides. Mark judges, tried Wade sandwiches, and ask the gents to discuss their hog-out moments. Carnivorous Wade hands up his hyper-lubricated throat, but opens up about his one berserk battle. Defends condiment usage, but is deeply hurt by Californian circumnavigations. From mayonnaise ants, dead, to defeating inner darkness. It's time for Rage. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello and Welcome to Distractable, the only podcast you need to know where I'm the judge and I'm the host of this week's episode. Therefore, I'm the arbitrator of what we talk about. I was judging the entries and stories of my fellow, well, not hosts right now, but fellow podcasteers. Bob, hello. Wade. Hey. Hi.
Well, almost just bestowed host powers upon us. That would have been quite the misstep, I have to be honest.
That would have been great. Can we have a triple host episode? Is that possible?
I mean, yeah, I think they just called it a podcast.
It is. Oh. This is how all podcasts run. They revolve hosting. It is kind of an interesting conundrum. That was people don't know, but us like rotating the host was like a very last minute idea when we were brainstorming what the actual like quote official podcast would be. And I think it was like we would just take turns. We were originally going to be like specific roles in the podcast. One of us was going to be like always host, and the others were going to have supporting roles.
Yeah, story, like story getter or something. I think you want to be story researcher.
I was going to be researcher and I was going to do it live, but yeah, no, this is better this way. I like the random shackle thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Slap together. That's our style.
For us.
Yeah. But we could make this, we could change it now. I'm the host. I can decide what we do from here on out, and then I can make forever that we do the perpetual host. Me, as the perpetual host. Well, I could declare that.
Well, you could.
We could put a pin in that one.
We could just undo it next week, but you could.
No, because you won't be host next week. I'll be the host.
Wouldn't I always be host? If I was perpetual host?
I would always be host. I'm perpetual host. If I declare that.
Yeah, I'm perpetual host. I will always be host.
I will always be host.
I will always be host.
I mean, I guess we did give you that power.
Yes. I have that.
That means Bob and I would never have to come up with topic.
Yes. And I would be the arbitrator of everything that we do. Beautiful. It would be just Marketractable and friends.
Markipliers, you are welcome. Distractable.
Yes, exactly. Yes. All right, fine. It seems like you guys aren't into it. Maybe the rest.
Markiplier's your podcast.
I feel like it's only halfway there. There's just it's just some more brainstorming we need. Maybe we need to take turns hosting.
Slow down.
Anyway, how are you guys doing?
I'm having the weirdest case of Deja mustard.
How are you guys doing?
It's left from DBC Bridge.
I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm having a good day. My office is not hot. I don't know if I talked about this, but I have a spoiled bottle of mayonnaise with me, and I just don't have the wherewithal to get rid of it.
You meant to say thank you, not you're welcome.
Around with you, or just in your office?
It's in my office.
Okay, I thought maybe you just carried it around. You couldn't bring yourself to get rid of it because you'd been through so much together.
No, it's right here. I have a fridge in my office. It's mainly for drinks, but I brought this out because I had a snack out here the other day, and I was like, oh, and I, for some ungodly reason, brought this to my office. And I put it in the fridge, and then I didn't